Hello everyone, welcome to market snapshots for today. So the overall market looks negative and most of the indices look red, but I think it was a bad day for Indian markets and it was an extremely good and powerful day for the US markets. The indices are not reflecting what is going underneath. Looking at the numbers, Nifty 50 was at 24072, which was around about the same levels it closed to prior session. Nifty 500 at 23,232, similar close to where it was. US 100 was down by 1.62% and S&P 500 was down by almost 0.5%. But this is not what exactly the market is doing, and I think this is what I have been saying. Um, the Indian markets are somehow not gaining momentum. The breadth seems to be deteriorating, and not much strength is coming to the markets. Whereas when I look at this S&P 500, I think a lot is happening. I think investors find a lot of good reasons to remain in the US market, and that is the reason FIIs keep moving their funds outside India. And looking at the advances declines, this is Nifty 500, 222 advances to 278 declines. 13 new highs to 487 new lows. The breadth again not improving at all. Above 20 EMA 263 stocks, above 50 EMA 313 stocks, above 200 EMA 286 stocks. This is how the chart looks. I mean, it has gone flattish, and obviously, I mean, from a flat chart, it is very difficult to predict what the markets would do. But then, basis the participation and breadth, that is what I have been saying. Nifty 50 for sure has never looked good, at least last 4 5 months, ever since even micro caps or small caps have started performing well. Somehow, Nifty 50 never looked good, and that is what we are seeing in the charts. Nifty 500, it was a much better looking chart, but somehow just got deteriorated from third week of June and never gained momentum. And that is how it has been. I mean, if you see it has gone nowhere, you might have not have made even a percent if you were investing in indexes. The overall market, Nifty 50 remains bullish, trading above 50 EMA. Participation is mixed, breadth is mixed. Nifty 500 bullish, participation mixed, and breadth mixed. So is it like India has become a very negative market? I won't say that. There are very good pockets of strength. It is just that the indexes don't reflect that, and you'll have to scout the market underneath where the strength is. For instance, if you're looking for sectoral strengths, I think I have been telling this from last 3 4 weeks. It is healthcare, it is reality, it is consumer durables, where you'll find very good participation. And I mean, even in banks, in private banks. So it is just that maybe when you keep just looking at the indexes, they are not reflecting it, but those are the pockets of strength. And amongst those sectors, if you can find stocks into micro caps or small caps, that is where the major strength lies. So that's what I'm saying. You'll have to scout a bit. The indexes are not actual reflections. There are pockets of strength wherein very good returns are possible. And I think I'm sure people who might have taken initial positions in the month of April, May, they are sitting at a very good ride. But at the same time, people whoever would have tried making positions maybe after second or third week of June, most of them would be struggling because market has literally gone nowhere. Coming to the US markets, this is S&P 500, 373 advances to 127 declines, extremely strong numbers. This was Thursday's sessions. I mean, I'm thinking maybe, this is just build up for the weekend. And if at all the markets in the US close as is in today's session, which will be Friday, I think we are looking at extremely good times ahead for US markets. When I say US markets at this point of time, I'm only referring to S&P 500 for now. Nasdaq 100 definitely is not a choice for me. And again, there are strengths in Russell 2000, but I'm being very specific to S&P 500. New highs, 41 new highs. It just got doubled from prior session. We had 20 new highs and it is now at 41 and 459 new lows. I think very strong numbers coming in as the weekend is approaching. And a Friday close, that is a weekly close. I mean, it literally can determine where the markets are headed. And by the looks of it, I think US looks are very good. bet, especially S&P 500. Just look at the breadth, how strong, how consistent, and it just keeps growing. Above 20 MA 328 stocks, above 50 MA 329 stocks, above 200 MA 345 stocks. Very, very strong, consistent numbers for US. Looking at the charts again, charts like it has gone, I mean, bullish looking chart which has gone sideways, and obviously participation breadth has not been supportive, and hence it has stopped rising now. This is Nasdaq 100, S&P 500. See, although it was down by 0.5% yesterday, but then this is doing much, much better than what the actual numbers might be saying. Consolidating at its highest level, breadth participation just not deteriorating. I think they just remain very, very consistent. And if this is how it remains, mostly you'll see, I mean, the anticipation would be S&P 500 could go higher from these levels. This is Russell 2000. Again, it was a strong looking chart, but I think it has lost a lot of momentum. Breadth and participation has become inconsistent. The weakest is for Nasdaq 100. The strongest is for Russell 2000, and the most volatile is for Russell 2000. So be wary of this fact. And I think majorly for the US markets, it is S&P 500 where we should be heading on. Looking at the overall markets, Mm. Nasdaq 100 is bullish, trading above 50 MA. Participation is mixed, breadth is mixed. S&P 500 bullish, participation is strong, breadth is strong. Russell 2000 bullish, participation is strong, breadth is strong. So overall, I think US is looking very, very attractive at this point of time. Especially S&P 500, very, very good strength in sectors like healthcare, finances, industrials. Very, very the index, those sectoral indexes look good, their participation looks good, their breadth looks good. And I think a lot of liquidity has already been flowing in those sectors. Maybe even, in fact, I missed on one of the major thing which is the large tech. I mean, I'm not talking about the mega seven or the trillion-dollar valuation tech companies, but then a lot of large tech companies you'll find in S&P 500, they are also doing pretty well. Looking at the global macro picture, last two trading sessions, the yields have gone down. Maybe this could be giving a push to the equities market. Dollar also somehow has not moved much. I mean, I think, I mean, basically it has been hovering between 100 and 101, but then I think it has remained very close to 100.5, 100.6. This, so basically not gaining much there. And VIX has always indicated, I think VIX has never gone volatile. It has just remained very, very consistent with those levels of 15, 16, 17. And Bitcoin also did not move much, which also indicates like maybe, the sentiments could come back with the more riskier instruments like equity or cryptos. Uh, Gold, I mean, just deteriorated a bit, I think, gone down by almost 50, 60 points. Let's look at the chart. Like I said, I mean, dollar, this is again, it had sharply come down, trying to recover, but then has literally not done much. I mean, if we look post mid of June, it has just gone down. Maybe this could be one of the major helps for the equities market in the US. And this is one of the disasters for Indian market. That is the reason, a lot of strength is not coming. FIIs keep moving out of India. Bitcoin again, like last three trading sessions, not much movement. It has traded between maybe 600, 800 points, so not much happening there. But then the 50 MA is also becoming flattish. Let's see if that could be retested and just can get supported. That would give, I mean, that would literally confirm the positivity in the equities market, I would say. Again, intraday good opportunities, nothing on like if you're looking to short, I mean, I don't think, because as you go on shorter time frames, there are good opportunities coming on the long side. So short-term trading, I think, is pretty good going in the Bitcoin or crypto world, but then nothing on swing or positional. Gold, hardly any movement. Like, I mean, if you are looking to short gold positionally or swing, I think that could be a bet, but nothing on daily front or long term. So overall, my takeaway from the markets would be, I think US is looking very, very attractive at this point of time. And not only the charts, the numbers, and the way the liquidity is flowing. I mean, again, there also it is not that the market is becoming aggressive. It is just that there a lot of money is moving towards the defensive sectors, but then it is moving like heavily, which could be seen in those sectoral indexes. S&P 500 looks very, very attractive to me. That is where, the position should be if you're looking at US markets. Indian markets, I think it's little bit on the scouting side. It is not a negative market. Honestly, Indian markets are very, very good. The only problem is I think dollar has become a big time issue. That's the reason FIIs keep moving out. What happens, whatever FIIs keep moving out, maybe through the help of SIPs, we contribute that same amount. But net what happens, the market doesn't gains anything, and that is what we are seeing in the indexes. So for Indian markets, I think a little bit of scouting, again, defensive sectors like reality, healthcare, or consumer durables, private banks. Um, but it is just that you'll have to scout a bit. If you just look at the indexes, maybe that might not be the true story of what, where pockets of strength in India are. And keep a track on the US yields. If it keeps rising, that will hurt the equity segment as well as the US dollar. And short-term good opportunities in Bitcoin. Gold to me is very flattish. I'm not doing anything in gold. So overall, like I said, like if you already have had positions in the markets, in the US markets, Indian markets, keep doing that. If you're trying to build new positions, which you should definitely be doing, because it's not a negative market. US is looking attractive and India is not gaining momentum, but then it's definitely not a negative market. So maybe with a 50-60% exposure, you can try your bets in both the markets. Even though US looks very attractive, but I think just because the yields and dollars keeps rising, uh, like going all in should not be your take. And if you're looking for short-term opportunities, I think Bitcoin could be a good instrument to trade. That's everything from my side. I hope you all found this useful. Thank you so much and have a good one. See you next time.